In today's video, I'm going to teach you something that high-level players utilize that even Face-It level 10 players do not use enough. We're going to take your game to the next level, and it doesn't matter what rank, what level, how many hours you have in the game. This is something that is going to progress you so much farther and give you new insight and perspective. So even if you're level 3 on Face-It, this mechanic, this concept is going to improve you, and maybe you'll start ranking up faster between this and all the other videos on the channel. But before we get into that, I have to give you a message about Counter-Strike 2 skins. Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code CoJo. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description. Alright guys, so what I want to talk to you about today is how to change up your angles in the middle of fights, in the middle of engagements, and just making yourself the hardest player possible to kill. It's something that I don't see enough players utilizing, or at least thinking about cognitively. They might actually be doing this, but it's completely by accident. And when you can understand this concept and do it every single time to your fullest ability, it's how you will become better and just thrive as a player. Now, I'm going to talk about the simplest way you can do this first, which is the concept we're talking about today is like changing your angle, right? So if we're taking fights and they're running out A, you know, it's good to hold right here, but it's bad to just stay here, right? If we're just stationary, we are such an easy target to hit. And if 3 people are swinging us, it just takes 1 person to tap us and we're dead, right? So when we play these angles, one mistake new players make is they don't move. They just sit here and they're like, this is a good angle. And this is a good angle to hold at first, right? But they don't do anything off of it. So what we want to do is, you know, when we get that first kill, maybe it's clean. If it's a clean kill, then stay here, right? Clean kill, boom. But as soon as multiple people peek us, as soon as the kill isn't getting clean, that's where we need to change things up and change our fight, right? So the easiest way to do this on default here, which is why it's such a good spot, is boom, we're shooting, okay, they're out, change our angle, change the position we're peeking from, change everything about it, and boom, now we pop up, boom, pop up, do this, right? And we're killing them in transition. And if you watch my past video, you'll understand what the transition means. But we're essentially making ourselves so hard to kill, right? We're just changing things like this. That's the simplest way to do it. And from their perspective, especially when you're making your angle shallower, if a guy is holding you from here, this is as far as he can see, right here, boom. So if you're peeking a guy right here, he no longer can kill you, right? You're isolating your fights, you're making it very good. But another thing that players can do is anytime you're around a pillar or just in positions, just doing that same exact concept, right? Maybe you're holding right here, but as soon as things start getting messy and multiple people are about to start swinging you, change the angle, change the way you're peeking. Boom, now we're holding back here, or maybe we're getting shallow, we're waiting for a flash and then we peek off of it. Or, you know, if you want to get fancy, shoot here, peek around here, and it's just something that operators understand, and maybe you don't even know that you're doing this on purpose. But if you're shutting down an A rush, and of course, like, hopefully, like, this is in theory if they're not flashing you off, which they should be, but a lot of times they won't be. But you get that first kill, change your angle, get another kill, boom. Keep doing this, because if you get this first kill on the entry, you know, say this guy's entering, reload, peek out, you might just peek into 3 guys, and yeah, you have an op, but if they're not bots, they're waiting for you and they're gonna kill you. A lot of times what is going to happen on these hits is if the entry runs out and dies see you posting here, it completely ruins the entire strat, and players start to like get antsy. They're like, oh, he's opping, okay, and then they sit here and wait, giving you an opportunity, like I said, to change your angle and repost. So boom, repost right here, next guy dead. Maybe that's when we repeak, right? Sometimes you can throw a repeak in depending on the situation, but always just change the way you're fighting. Now, again, we're going to take this a step further with riflers, because like I said, operators kind of understand this. But if you're rifling, something that you can do is, I see way too many players playing on these angles. Get the entry. There's util coming in, right? They smoked short. They smoked long. Guys, what should we do here? Yes, change up our angle, do this. But maybe if we can pick off the entry and get a smoke down, what did we just do? We created a wall. that opens up an insane amount of an infinite amount of angles now. And yes, you can get spammed, things like that can happen, but now we can sync back through here and wait for the T's to run in and shoot them as they're scaling, right? We can shoot them as they're doing this. It's really good to just be able to have the ability to sit here and think on the fly like this, right? Because then we can play around here, we can open up new angles, we can slide into better positions and just be really hard to kill. When we throw this utility down, it really helps us out a lot. Now, another thing that you can do while changing your angles and doing all the stuff that involves utility is, like, say you're on default here and it starts to get really unmanageable. Like, there's people running at you, you're getting pressured, somehow you're alive. Throw a flash above yourself. Throw a flash above yourself, peek up, and just buy time. Buy time, right? Always buy time. You know, and also one really cool thing that you can do is if you are on T side. I actually helped a player understand this and learn from this at the last LAN that I played at, because it's such a valuable tool, and it's something that you know, even level 10 struggle with. Is the player came out here and there was a guy holding up here on top of this angle, right? And it was a messy fight. It didn't end fast. Like, both players were shooting at each other, no one was dying, and the T side player, the player I was coaching and watching, came out here and started fighting and doing this, and he crouches and then just goes right back to the same spot where he was. But if he was playing very good and optimally, he comes out here, it's a messy fight on this guy, he could crouch under and then swing the guy from a different angle, right? Instead of crouching and then going right back to where he was. Guys, change your angle. You can do this on T side as well. Always change your angle. If you're in a fight with somebody, and especially if you're underneath them, make it hard to kill them. Pop in and out of these places. If you have an SMG, it's even better because you can weave around here and then jump at them, do all these things. But always be hard to hit, because from their perspective, it's so hard to kill you, right? You can see this on Shelf here on Ancient. One of my favorite things when I'm rifling to do is to sit here because I can crouch. I hear people start coming, I pop up, get some kills, change my angle, get more kills, come out here and just keep doing this. And then if I have space to regroup myself, I come in and change it, because they're like, on the minimap they saw me and where they're shooting, they're like, he's on the right side. And then I just crouched underneath this wall and now I'm shooting them in the side of the head again. Being hard to kill like this, being unpredictable, is how you win fights. You don't win fights by sitting in one spot, which it sounds so obvious, but you guys are doing it. People are doing it, level 10s are doing it, high level players are doing this. And if you really watch a pro, they're always active, they're always being hard to kill, and they understand when to keep their feet planted and when to move around, right? Same thing right here, like boom, get kills, change your angle, swing out, be active, do all these things. It's just Counter-Strike, and it's the beautiful thing about it. Now guys, if you want to learn some of these concepts and go into more details about specifics and understanding in your own game how you can improve, because a lot of that stuff is hard to actually get down in practice. It's easy in practice but hard to get down in the game. I do offer paid coaching services. If you guys want to check that out, I can help you take your game to the next level, and it's honestly something that's beneficial for most players out there, especially those of you who are newer and might need insight and help from someone that has 14,000 hours in the game. So I got you guys with that. Go ahead and check out the link in the description of the video. But yeah, appreciate every single one of you guys. I'm gonna keep grinding, posting videos for all of you. You've been amazing. Thank you so much. Go ahead and check out the videos on your screen right now, or wait for tomorrow's upload. So appreciate it. Catch you guys later. Peace out.